The views expressed are solely those of the speaker and not necessarily those of Paltalk.com, AVM software, or its advertisers.
News Talk is online. News Talk is online. News Talk Online is a production of Paltalk.com, the largest multimedia interactive program on the internet with more than 4 million unique users on demand on iTunes and on YouTube and on my site, GaryBaumgarten.com, where you're encouraged to post your comments whether you agree with yours truly or not. And thanks to our good friends at CRN Digital Talk Radio, we're syndicated to an additional 12 million households. I am your host, Gary Baumgarten. I welcome you to the show. I don't know if you can hear in the background, but there's a chorus singing "Oh Canada" opening up here at AJ's Cafe in Ferndale, Michigan, what they are calling the Assembly Line Concert. And what they're trying to do is get people to pledge online at a site called ipromiseamerica.com, the letter I, promiseamerica.com, to purchase their next car when they do, to make it an American-built car. This is a fundraiser and an event to draw attention to the plight of the automotive workers and the industry here in southeastern Michigan. In a second, after they finish singing "Oh Canada," Martha Reeves, you know her from Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, will be singing the Star Spangled Banner, and then she will be joining us because Martha Reeves is a Detroit City Councilwoman, so she has a lot to offer us in this next hour of News Talk Online on Paltalk.com. I'm going to stop talking now while Martha Reeves sings the national anthem. I hope you can hear it. And we're waiting for that to begin. And there you have it. I hope you can hear that. Martha Reeves still has the pipes. Martha Reeves still has the pipes singing the Star Spangled Banner to kick off this concert here at TJ's Cafe in Ferndale, Michigan. It's called the Assembly Line Concert, and the intent is to try to get people to agree by registering on ipromiseamerica.com to purchase an American car as their next car. Well, you know her, perhaps, those of you in our global audience, as the former lead singer of Martha Reeves and the Vandellas.
I still sing.
She does still sing, as we just heard.
I'm presently Martha Reeves.
And you still are Martha Reeves. Did you used to be Martha Reeves?
I'm still Martha Reeves.
But Martha is now, and has been for a number of years now, a city council member here in Detroit. And we thought that joining her here at this concert, this marathon concert, on behalf of the auto industry would be a very appropriate thing to do because obviously if there's a recession elsewhere, Martha Reeves, in the country, Detroit certainly is struggling because of the economic problems with the Depression.
We haven't taken an actual count, but I do know there are a lot of people who work in the factories who make the big three cars who are not employed at the time. And my son is employed at Chrysler. So my concern is that we start being loyal to our American makers of cars, our American manufacturers, and buy our own product and support our big three.
Martha, there are those out there in this audience, I am sure, who are saying, you know what, the auto industry almost deserves what it is getting because they didn't keep up with the Japanese. But I'm sure you would agree with me, and I have said this many times to this audience, the cars that are built here in the United States by what we still affectionately call the big three are every bit as good as anything that anybody else is building.
You know, the irony of it all is that most of the manufacturers of overseas of the companies came to the United States and went to college to learn how to manufacture cars.
Yes.
So while visiting in Taiwan, I realized that the techniques have been improved, but they learned everything they know from our universities. And all we have to do is employ our scientists and get our people more on the ball to keep the standards up of our cars that we manufacture. But we owe our United States a little more dedication. Even though they might have excelled us, but they learned everything here in the United States. I saw a lot of things that were invented that are now being sold to our car manufacturers right there in Taiwan. But they made sure that everybody in that population, it's over, I think it's over 4 million people in Taiwan, everyone has a computer. Everybody has to get an education similar to what our President Barack Obama just requested of the citizens of America. Everybody get the high school education at least. A dropout is not optional. We must get educated. We must be able to keep up with the world and supersede like we always have. We were out front a long time before the intercession of these foreign cars, and you can look up and down our streets and see that maybe 50% of our cars are foreign made. I'm not saying that you should buy a lesser car, but I think there should be some loyalty to America.
Yeah, there was a day when people would scowl at you here in Detroit if you drove a Toyota, for example, and now it's unfortunately, fortunately for Toyota, but unfortunately for GM, Ford, and Chrysler, much more common to drive a Japanese car than it was back in our day, I guess.
I bought a 73 Mercedes in 1973,
Mm-hmm.
and I still have it. However, I own a Dodge Charger, and I also drive a Crown Vic. So it's okay to have foreign cars, but don't let them outsell our cars. I mean, who's the largest car dealer selling the most cars right now? Who's superseding?
I don't know. Who
It's
is it?
Toyota.
It's Toyota.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got #1 in sales all over the world.
Yeah, but they're hurting too with this economic recession.
We're all gonna hurt as long as
everybody's hurting.
we're not sharing the wealth.
But Detroit, and I want to talk about that.